What is up, YouTube? My name is Alex Banaga, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to basically get 5,000 followers or more on Dribbble. So, my screen's up right now. You'll see that I have 6,838 followers as of today. This is something that I've taken years to build up, and I just kind of want to give my 2 cents as to how I did that. Maybe if I was starting as a designer right now on this platform, what I would be doing on a consistent basis on Dribbble, and then also things like, what does having thousands of followers on Dribbble even mean? Does it mean anything? Is it just a popularity game? What is it? So, for those of you who are new, I'm sure the people that are watching this are designers, so you guys are probably familiar with Dribbble or have at least heard of Dribbble or Behance somewhere down the line. But basically, it's a social media platform that a couple years ago was very hard to get into because it was invite only, and now they've opened up the floodgates. So I think they give a lot of invites out. I have quite a lot of invites. I think I have like 6 or 7 where I can just invite anyone if I have their email and they're on the platform. So if you guys are looking for an invite, definitely reach out, and if I have any left, I'll definitely give them out. But back to Dribbble, like, this is something that I've been on for, I want to say, at least 4 to 5 years. And there were some years where, at least in the beginning, when I would post stuff, a lot of things would like not go according to plan with numbers and stuff that I wanted to see. Like, I would post shots and they would get 23 likes, a few hundred views, and it was kind of disappointing, and it definitely was a roller coaster of emotions to go through when you're trying to build a following on any platform, I'd imagine. But this is my main platform that I've been working on now for years. A few things that I would recommend if you were a new designer getting on Dribbble, there's a few things. Definitely become involved with the community. Don't just throw out work. Unless you're a really good designer, it's going to be hard to just throw out work and it catch and go to the top of the popular page on Dribbble. A lot of my initial followers that kind of got the ball moving for me did come from that. This shot right here, this Yahoo shot, I did back in, I want to say 2015 or something. Where's the date? Yeah, 2015. So February of 2015. So basically, the beginning, the end of 2014, I was probably working on this, and then I put it out in February of 2015. But that was a shot where I believe I had like under 1,000 followers, and that shot I did just to kind of work on my UI UX skills. It was more to understand what designers I liked were doing and seeing if I could incorporate some of the very tiny details that I saw really great designers doing, and just basically try to work on my craft that way. So when I posted that, it went #1, I think, within a few hours, and I didn't have a lot of followers. Like, basically that shot rising to the top of the popular page kind of got me discovered by a lot of design friends that I have currently, and that was, we're in 2019, that was 4 years ago. So my career, since then has, taken turns in different ways. I still love UI UX, and I still post on Dribbble, regularly and stuff like that, but that one post alone got me opportunities to work with people who I call really good friends now. It got me the opportunity to meet people on the streets who were designers, and then us seeing each other's work and them go, oh, hey, like, I've seen that Yahoo redesign. So, that adds credibility when people can recognize your work before they recognize your face. At least in the design spectrum. So overall, Dribble's a great platform. I would definitely recommend, getting started now, because it's not going to get easier. If anything, I've learned over the past like 2 to 3 years, Dribble's getting more saturated. More designers are coming to Dribbble. Everybody's kind of doing this numbers game where you just throw out as much stuff as you can, see what sticks, see what doesn't, and that's honestly like it's a good strategy. If you're thinking of it from a business standpoint, it's a good strategy, because if we go to shots right now on popular, all these like top 5, like, even if I go to like this, they have like over 30,000 followers for the most part. All of these people, so exactly 30,000. Let's go. Let's see like 2 more. So these guys have like 90,000 basically, 89,000, 90,000, and then let's see. I've seen, and I know these guys have like, yeah, so they have over, right here is the followers. They have over 30,000 followers. So my perspective is, you post something is better than nothing. If you post something and it's 2 views, 1 like, that is better than you getting no likes and no views. You know what I mean? So that's kind of given me the endurance to keep posting stuff. And another thing that I started doing last year was I would try to like wait to like have this perfect post. I would spend hours on like the actual shot, and it did good, right? Like some of these, like the Yeezys design, or this I think this, what is this, the employee scheduling app, like these, and the Paraiso Resort redesign, all these things I spent a lot of time on. But looking back, I could have like showed Dribbble people what I was working on when it was like 25% done, or maybe when just the hero and the banner above it was done. Because right here, if you just look at this, like basically the preview, you're just getting the hero section and then the section right below it. There's a very long section, and I'm showing them on the left and right, but I could have easily made this one post into 3 or 4 other posts, right? And that would have accumulated as far as the views, the likes, and all that. And then I could have dropped the whole thing. So kind of just giving snippets of what you're working on has been super helpful for me. I think last year was like my most active year ever on Dribbble. I tried posting every day. I didn't hit that goal, but I know maybe for the whole year, I probably posted, including weekends, I want to say like 87% of the time I had a shot up. There was months where like I would not miss a day. And then if I didn't have projects, or for whatever reason I just didn't do it, then I wouldn't post. But it was really like me staying on top of making sure that I have stuff for the week to post, good content. Maybe it's not like one huge landing page, maybe it's like a landing page, a few previews of some other stuff that I'm currently working on that's not quite ready yet, but it's going to be ready soon. And if I go to like my recent shots right here, you'll see a lot of that. So this, for instance, so this is a demo page for a client of mine right now, and you'll notice that I just basically cropped the top section and under the form section as well, but there's still a section under there that I've, since posting this, have worked on. There's a footer, and I just wanted to just show you what I was working on for just that specific area. So that's been really helpful, just kind of just having the guts to not have this perfect masterpiece and put out and cross your fingers and hope it rises to the top. Like just understanding like, yo, this is what I'm working on. All of it probably is not going to catch. All of it's not going to go number 1 based off the quality of work or based off of what time I posted it, whatever. But I'd rather post up consistently so that people who are either paying me for design or designers who want to keep track of my work via the Dribbble platform, they understand that I'm active. You know what I mean? And like one post last week got 95. To me, a good number in my book is anything above 100 or close to it. Likewise is really good, because I know really huge agencies with like the best designers in the world, and today if they post, unless it's something really great, like they'll maybe get 300 likes. So being a few hundred under like the best, as just a contractor, UI UX self-taught designer, that's not bad for me. But I think everybody should set like their own personal goals. But you can see even like right here, like from like all the way here, well, like right here, from this post all the way down to what post? Let's see if we keep scrolling. Like there was a while, basically, is what I'm trying to show you guys, where like I did not get anywhere near like even 90 likes. Or this one, so the Zingle one, which was, I don't know how many posts down that is. It's at least like 10 or 12. But just staying consistent with it. So Dribbble is a great community. Stay consistent with it. Post as much as you possibly can would be my greatest advice, because what you're going to realize is a lot of stuff isn't going to click unless you're a phenomenal designer and you just have great quality work that you're getting out. And the stuff that sticks, learn from that, right? Like for this, for instance, this had 1,000 views, 95 likes. So that's almost a 10% like ratio, which is really good for me. And I'm gonna use this layout for future reference. You can see I used it actually right here, right? A little bit different, like a lighter background. This obviously this triangle, kind of cropping into the actual landing page was something creative I did, and I tried it again there, and then I did a hover state. This is actually the same post, guys. Now that I'm looking at it, this is the same post. Full control of your UI. It's the same page, right? But I'm showing a hover state, and this was actually version 1, and this was version 2. So you can see what I'm doing. It's not crazy, but I'm showing people that I'm active, and I'm doing that. And then the last point that I wanted to give you guys before it's over, I know this is a super long video. I wanted to keep this under like 10 minutes, but it's already past it. What's the point of having all these followers, right? Like there's a great quote last time I checked, your followers can't pay bills, right? So that's super accurate. You can get 10,000 followers in a year on Dribbble, might not be able to pay your bills, but what it does do is it adds credibility. And from my experience, the more followers I get on Dribbble, I get more clients, number one, more people reach out. I get more qualified clients, right? I'm not having these random people from like India reach out and say, hey, here's a huge thread. Why don't you spend 10 minutes reading over this summary and give me a quote back in a time frame? Like I don't deal with that anymore. And it's not because I don't think I'm special or anything. I think that the people, when I used to get it, I had like 1,000 followers, 2,000. So I was competing with a lot of designers. As you keep, gaining leverage on Dribbble, you kind of start separating yourself from certain levels, as Meek Mill would say, right? And definitely the pay grade is different too. Like when I had 2,000 followers, I could charge this amount for a project. And now with close to 7,000, I'm charging way more than I would have, way back then, because there's credibility. And then besides having a good, Dribbble presence or whatever, I also have a resume behind it. So there's other things that entail how I'm able to charge. But that's just my 2 cents. It's my little rant on Dribbble. I even thought I'd throw on that little, my little Dribbble hoodie, if you will, to get in the spirit of things before this video, because it is nighttime. I typically tend to get sleepy around this time, but I wanted to get a video out. So if you guys need an invite, if you guys know anybody who need an invite, like I said in the beginning of the video, I think I have like 6 or 7 invites. So I'll throw them out, and if you get one, you get one. If you hit me up too late, I can't give you one. But definitely, if you have any questions about the platform, let me know. And if you want me to do a review on anything web design related or address any questions that I've learned that I can maybe help you guys with, then email me in the email below. But until next time, YouTube, I'm out.